against. But let's not forget, either main, still, when it comes to aggression, they're pretty much the same, right?
Yeah, they do have similar play styles. They have a similar coaching staff before. I'm not sure now that they have been acquired by Brent, though, so that might be the difference maker here. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Of course, Leomord, rather. Sorry, I've been seeing a lot of Leomord today. Claude gonna be the first one here for Aether Main, and Brent gonna be popping that up on the Alice and Gushin. No surprises at all, of course.
We won't see any Gushin for today, I guess.
I don't think so as well. Of course, we're gonna have to wait and see, because actually this last ban is gonna be a bit crucial. If you ban out Lunox, you leave so much open for Bren Esports here.
Yep. You know what? I think the 4 ban system isn't helping.
It's just not enough anymore, right?
But if they do increase the number of bans, the possibilities of picking champions heroes.
Yeah, because
it will be limited too much.
Just way too
And they're
much,
banned
right?
out.
Your team
Ooh,
is picking.
this opens up Grok and Aldous to be picked here by Bren, which will be the one to be picked first.
And
they
Leomord.
get the Leomord! Wow, how did I think that in my head? Somehow, Bren, I'm not surprised. They're very much in the forefront when it comes to revolutionizing the composition, revolutionizing the meta, as we know. And getting the Leomord is actually very forward-thinking, very futuristic of these.
I think it's just a fight between who gets to pick Leomord first, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is scary. Once that starts becoming a trend, you're going to see Leomord on the ban list.
Yeah, 100%
100%. So the pickings on Leomord is actually pretty big here for Brent. They might be practicing something new. We're going to have to wait and see that. Of course, Aldous still open in the lineup. They are going to forego it. They are going to give up Aether Main. Aether Main's going to give that out. Wow. Wow. That is...
Wow.
Your team is
I don't know. I don't know if that's a
I
great
have
idea.
this weird feeling that Bren might lock in Aldous.
They probably will. Either Aldous or have the Angela here for...
Hey, remember that Angela plus
Yeah.
Leomord? That's scary. Like,
Yeah.
Angela is technically the one that initiates fights because once she ults to Leomord, Leomord charge in, Phantom Steed, and poof.
Automatic.
Ace.
Automatic
like 4 people goes
destruction.
Down. Yeah.
Exactly. So again, ooh, Bren Esports though. What? This is so weird. Double beige this time. What is happening right now?
Your
Two
team
things.
is
Either they're gonna pull that off, or this game is testing the waters type of game.
Yeah, testing the waters is.
But hey, let's not judge. Maybe they have their own plan.
It's a bit uncharacteristic though, I guess, to say the least here for Bren Esports. On the other side, that does leave a lot of the OP picks still open. There you go, the Grok, which is usually prioritized, but somewhat now it's on the third pick rotation here.
Well, most probably because Grok's Guardian's Barrier is really useful.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, Guardian's Barrier can do a lot,
Your team is
especially if
picking.
you're facing against a Leomord. Although Leomord does have the ability to jump over those.
Yeah.
Once he has,
I'm not
RBL.
sure what's up, but you know.
It is a bit weird. Again, that's going to be mostly used for maybe the Kagura, maybe someone who is going to be the main carry here for Brent Esports.
Not for Harley and not
Not
for Leomord.
Absolutely not for either one of those. I mean, even Kagura can fly out with the umbrella, so it's a bit weird here.
Hylos or a Gatot, maybe.
Yeah, they're fusing into one right now because of what
presumably.
Rebo's doing there. Again, Rebo going to be locking that in right there in pain.
Your team
Most
is
likely going to be
picking.
controlling this, but of course we know he's not going to be using that. On the other side, man, LeBron is going to be a hard press for this last pick. It's going to be a bit more difficult here for Aether Main to come up with a counter to Vest one. A very solid front line here for Bren and some strong backline mages as well.
Of course. Actually, the damage will probably come from the top 3 here.
Exactly.
And then these two are just
just
gonna
gonna-
be at the back line, trying to protect their team as much as they can. Which
Yeah.
I honestly think they can,
You kind of
because
expect...
they're effective tanks, right?
Exactly. There's a lot of pulling in, a lot of chasing that's gonna happen here for Bren Esports. Of course, Glorious Pathway is always fun to see.
Of course.
When that red carpet goes down on the floor, you know stuff is gonna happen. Again, very excited to see how Bren Esports is gonna pull this off. On the other side, it's a pretty meta composition here with the Grok Akai and of course Helkert for the split push, Selena for the burst this time around.
Well, I like how they actually threw in Selena as the last pick because, well, everyone knows this.
Yeah.
Selena's powerful at the early game. Her stun that lasts more than Millennials'
Yeah.
relationship lately.
Yes.
And just basically that's it. They just have to utilize that. I think they're probably gonna target Leomord or Kagura or well, I mean
Most
more
likely,
onto Harley.
yeah. You would try to pressure Harley
Yeah.
early on, especially if he doesn't have level 4 yet. You could probably try to push him back, stop him from getting Deadly Magic soon,
Yeah.
because if Deadly Magic goes into targets, usually targets disappear. So I want to make a fast predict though. I kind of think Brand Esports still gonna run away with this one. I mean, they got the priority
Yeah.
on the Leomord again.
Yes.
Leomord undiscovered pickings here in the Mobile Legends Bang Bang meta, if I may say so myself. And again, it's kind of solid that the draft that Aether Maincom drafted here, but I just don't know. Right now though, we're gonna be loading up into game 1, Brand Esports versus Aether Main. Should be
Match
fun to
two,
watch.
Game 1, and yes, it's gonna be fun.
Absolutely, right now. Of course, a lot of pressure early on by Brand Esports. Not surprised at all. Hayes gonna be using up. Hayes is a very strong tank user. Any tank you throw to Hayes, Yelly Hayes right there, he's gonna match it, and you kind of already expect that from him.
Of course. I'm actually kind of curious whether either main will be able to match the kind of aggression and the damage Brand Esports dishes out.
Yeah, I mean that's something that you want to see again for both of these teams. You want to have the Changdu strong on the Helkert.
Yes.
You want Helkert to ramp up fast. You want Selena to make the assassination plays, and you just have EJ on the Grok. I think he's been only using Groks since last week, so they might be a
Consistency.
change. Ooh, LeBron gets a kill though. Of course, the early game powered by Selena being utilized completely there by Aether Main. It kind of forces Brent to go for the response. Although, of course, Aether Main gonna be just holding on to that crab.
Yep, they're just gonna chill and they're just gonna remain chill and just remember, hey, we got first blood. This is a good start. We're gonna
Yeah.
try to ramp up from here. We're gonna try to snowball.
And of course, Snowball is going to be named the game here again for Aether Main. They don't want to fight right away, but they are doing so. And of course, because of that, EJ will fall to the power of Brand Esports early on. Again, it's not an early game composition. You have a Selena for the early burst, but other than that,
Other than that, nada.
exactly.
You guys are probably forced to be to go as a team or have at least 3 or 4 members there
Yeah,
to be able to at least be on par with Selena.
that's the question here. Again, Selena is a very powerful pick here. You kind of have Abyssal Trap to slow
course.
people down. Of course, before that, though, Deadly Magic onto Crypt. He will be shielding up, and that will be enough to sustain Aether Main, though. Get another kill off the map. Yelly Hayes just trying to get something back, although he will be blocked here by EJ. That's going to be a threat. Rebo got taken out in that one.
Nice move by UT right there. But Crypt was actually able to survive.
Yeah. Of course, as I was saying, again, Abyssal Trap and Abyssal Arrow going to be the big targets here. Going to be utilized completely by Selena. And that's their early game. That's the early game plan here for Aether Main. Of course, Bren is still, they need to ramp up the Leomord. They need to ramp up this, what do you call this guy? Harley.
Harley,
And it will take time, right? I mean, right now, that's the point of weakness. That's why Bren Esports is actually behind by 600 right now, despite, being known as an early game team.
I kind of realized once it's the mid or late game, the moment Selena's damage and skills fall off, who will be the main damage dealer? I mean, I don't think Helkert should be in team fights as often.
Yeah.
But then again, these are 2 tanks, so maybe they're gonna rely more on Kenji.
Yeah, that might be the case there. But of course, Bren not going to be falling for anything. Coco pops it up on the ultimate. Going to be tanking up tower hits here. The attempt by Aether Main is slowly getting crumbled as EJ will be falling target to the Leomord.
Smooth team fight from Bren Esports right there.
Yep, Phantom Steed has been very useful in making sure that Leomord gets his mark, Phantom Stop, and the Decimation Assault.
Yeah, and he did stay back for a bit to get turret hits, just so
Combo.
his team will be able to push.
Combo is just beautiful here for Brent. Let's see if they can make more of that as the goal does start slowly ticking into their favor, controlling the rest of the map as we speak.
And I actually love how Bren Esports is putting so much pressure right now.
Yeah, right now, Brent Esports get the pressure up onto Crypt even. 2 tanks here for Aether Main in the sides with Helkert on the back end, that's actually a bit difficult to pull off, knowing that the rest of Bren is actually quite healthy. Abyssal Arrow going to be missing its mark, and of course Yuji is very used to playing
Nice
against
prediction by Yuji right there.
Yeah. If you play a Harley, you'll kind of already expect Selena. Right now, though, Pain in the middle of the fight. Glorious pathway down. EJ and Crypt gonna be forced back as Bren make their mark in the mid lane.
Rebo just throwing a handful of skills, just enough to zone them out.
Yeah, that's actually very impressive there for this composition. Able to maintain mid, while, of course, keeping Leomord relatively safe. In the late game, it is going to go out good for Bren, but right now, Aether Main going to try to capitalize, forces Flicker out of Coco.
Who would, I guess that works to their advantage because either main on the bot lane can push as much as they can now.
Yeah, they absolutely can. Of course, right now, it will be a question of who can dish out more damage here for Aether Main. Here's the Phantom Seed once more, chase up onto Crypt. Crypt uses Hurricane Dance to get out. Of course, he's going to be pulled back there by Divine Judgment. But it will be the kill for Coco. They're not done. Going for it.
Kenji's the next target. Here's being chased down, and he does go down.
That's right, Bren Esports very, very confident with this composition here. You kind of already expect that with the tankiness that they have. Right, but I didn't expect it to be this fast, though.
Honestly, me too.
Yeah. Right now, diving onto mid lane is going to be the rest of these minions. And Bren, again, keeping their turrets safe. They're not giving anything over the Aether Main. In Aether Main, they're slowly losing control of the map as we speak.
Slowly, but I think they're still able to take control because, again, it's just early and they only have one turret down.
Exactly. Again, the gold is not that big. Gold difference is just about 3,000. Turtle going to be open targets here for Bren.
Ooh.
They could go for something big here.
They could try and contest this, but other members at the mid are actually baiting them out.
Exactly. Bren fighting
Smart.
out. In the mid lane, they get a kill. Glorious Pathway going to be popped just to make sure that everyone else from Aether Main is slowed as they close out on the turtle. They secure it, but of course, giving out Yuji on the back end. Bren going to be forced into very, very difficult fights. And of course, that will be falling members left and right. Yuji, Hazen, now Pain going to be falling to the power of Aether Main.
Alright, even though that's a win to Aether Main, Leomord was actually the top lane and he was able to secure the first 2 rows of turrets.
Exactly, because of that, more gold here for Bren. Of course, Bren will not give away this tower without damaging your composition first. Everyone taking very, very low, 20%, 30%, a lot more coming over to Bren Esports. That gold lead, though, still in a pretty much 3K deficit.
Yeah, they're answering each other's objectives and kills right now, which is actually really fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. It's like what do you call this? This is like tennis, right?
I know.
It's like tennis. Serve, your serve, my serve. Of course, Bren still pretty much ahead of the curve. Right now, they're trying to gain control. They gave up mid lane tower, but of course, I don't think they can give up anything else aside from that. Of course, Coco does need a lot more gold to become that very scary juggernaut of a monster that we know Leomord can be.
Yes, he has a handful of minutes to go. So I think Bren Esports should probably just let him do his thing. Not, don't let him participate as in many team fights for now.
Yeah, because again, Aether Main, you can probably give out outer turrets, but you cannot give out the inner turrets in exchange for gold. Because again, just keep Coco in a good position, you should be fine, but you also don't want to give gold to the enemy carries like that Selena, like that Helkert. So right now, Aether Main, they want to do that just as we speak.
Yeah, well, Leomord pushed in the bot lane earlier, and now they are pushing at the bot lane.
Yeah,
so I love how both of these teams are answering each other.
As you said, very similar mindsets. They do work in the same way. Of course, it's not going to be a difference maker here. Crypt with the Hurricane Dance, locks in Pain against the wall. Chango with the follow-up of the Deadly Poison Stingers. Here comes Coco. He's forced to flicker out as he's taken very, very low. Where's the rest of Brando? He is there. Yin Yang overturn. Going to be popped by a Rebo. Damages the majority of EJ's health. Of course, that will be a kill over the Brand.
Alright, 1 kill, but a lot of resources were used right there. So I think everyone is just gonna chill after this.
Yeah, and because of that, again, Bren in such a phenomenal spot. As we speak, Aether Main, they're still also just trying to catch up.
And
so far,
actually, did you see how Brent Esports was able to evade Selena's stun earlier?
yeah, that was a lot of evades, but not for
But
long.
not now.
Here we go. LeBron goes for it. Arcane Missile did hit Yuji, but just going to be using the Space Journey to get out. Of course, Haze is there. to provide just enough safety for the rest of the members to just not follow up.
Yeah, he was probably gonna respond to Harley, but since Harley was able to get away and other two members from either main went back, he stayed there. He just went chill.
And of course, just because of that, Bren gonna be very safe. They still maintain that lead, 3.5k right now. And they're controlling the Lord area. Just make sure they can go for it if, in case, Aether Main goes a full offensive on top.
Which lanes do you think either main should pressure?
Aether Main should definitely pressure up that top lane. It's the easiest target to get a global objective. Of course, LeBron gonna be the victim here. Bren is in for the kill, and 4 members dedicated to kill out that Selena. That's a lot of front end damage removed from Aether Main because of that.
Leomart slowly going online now, able to get the double kill, and now they're just gonna take this tower.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good feeling there for Bren. Of course, Aether Main gonna be answering with the push on the bottom as well. Crit gonna be using the Hurricane Dance to just force off everyone. But, of course, Phantom Steed gonna be enabled them to go for a very easy kill. Of course, EJ gonna be there to defend the turret. Mid lane will be the consolation prize for Aether Main. Here's the sub, though. Kenji on that very, very scary Cho. Able to force out the rest of Bren Esports.
Alright, that was a smooth plan by Bren Esports. And I think Changu did try to take down the mid lane turret, but got spotted, so he slowly went away. So
Yeah, right now.
it was kind of sad, but at least they kind of made it work.
Yeah, I love the answer there. Again, the attempt at least to answer by Aether Main.
Yep.
They would have lost that tower. It's a good thing the tanks were able to back off
Yeah,
on
Pain
just in
saw
the
it.
nick of time.
Okay, I'm going to the mid. I'm gonna protect
Yeah.
this.
You can just imagine the calls here for Aether Main. It was just, it's just like, okay, we have to be very careful. We should be very aggressive, but we cannot give out turrets just like that.
This is kind of a high risk, high reward type of game.
Yeah.
But again, it's a high risk. So if you
If you make a mistake.
yeah, if you made a mistake, you're off. You're down. You're
Yeah.
gone.
So you have to be very careful again. As you can see, Aether Main choosing their targets very, very, very carefully. That's like, the hesitation is real. You can feel the hesitation here for Aether Main.
They're probably eyeing either Coco, Yuji, or Rebo.
Yeah, because again, those are the main damage
Main
dealers
damage
here
dealers,
for this composition of Bren. Again, harder to get Coco this time around because again, he has the items that he needs. It should be very, very scary for it.
And
Of
while
course,
most of them are at the jungle, Cho left at the top. He's pushing.
yeah, that might be the call here for Bren Esports. Cho is at the top. We can go for the kill. They get LeBron. And of course, where is the rest of the team? That's the question. Top lane turret going to be sacrificed there for Bren Esports as they go for the Lord.
Leomar does a response though, and he's probably gonna go 1v1 against Cho.
Yeah, I think so too. Right now, though, Aether Main not going to get this Lord out for free. Lord taking the half. Where's the rest of the response here? Cho on the back end. Grok as well. Of course, Pain is in the front, going up, leading the charge as Phantom Steed is called here for Coco. He flickers into that very, very scary Cho. And of course, he gets pulled in. Divine Judgment on the Kenji. He's going to be absorbing the deadly magic. I think that's going to be a
Go
dead
down.
Cho there.
Bye.
Of course, it's going to be a follow-up here for Bren. Glorious Pathway. Chango in the back. Deadly Poison Series not going to make their mark. Here comes the rest of it, though. It's going to be a great push here. Here's Selena. LeBron is now alive. Ring of Order does a lot of damage. And, of course, that Yin-Yang overturn going to be enough to clear out the rest of the Aether Main squad in the mid lane. Bren Esports, they get away with a lot of kills under their belt.
That is really good. Actually, they were under either main's turret, but they made it work.
Yeah, they were still able to succeed. They were able to win out just like that.
That's
Kinda
a 4 for none trade. Look at this.
Yeah, they balanced the turret aggro so efficiently. Man, good job for Bren. That Lord is very, very well deserved.
Yeah, that's your trophy.
That's your trophy for not dying, despite diving turrets and getting killed. Again, like I said, Bren Esports, they have this aura about them that they just exude confidence in the calls and the plays.
Of course. Well, either main's mid lane turret is just 4 or 5
Yeah.
hits away, so
It's just-
that technically doesn't count. So they're kind of even right now. The last line of defense.
Yeah, and right now, Bren, the gold is very, very far from even, though, of course, 8,000 here for Bren Esports. They're getting all of the small minions, all of the creeps, all the waves onto their pockets. That makes a big difference, and in the coming team fight, it will be Judgment Day here for Aether Main. 10,000 gold lead going for the tower. This could be big.
All right, if Brent Esports will be able to pull another team fight like what happened earlier, I'm calling it. They're gonna push to the base and get it.
Absolutely. Again, Brand Esports knocking on the front door here for Aether Main. Lord will be on top. And this will be a very, very dead turret. Guardian's Barrier not going to be enough to stop that. It times out just as the Lord arrives. No targets here for Arcane Missile, and that will be a dead turret. No answer for Aether Main so far. This is going to be all or nothing here for Aether Main. They go for the fight into Coco. He gets taken out. Of course, the Lord is wailing on the front, well on the back end. They're taking care of business. Ryuji and Rebo demolish the opposition, and that will be a very difficult tower to defend right now. 4 members remaining for Brand. Coco did fall because of that. And looks like Kenji going to be here to go for the Way of the Dragon, not making their mark, although it will be too late. Pain does get it, and Kenji is trying to dash in and out. He goes for Yuji. Yuji is under stasis right now. It's going to be a mega kill for that very scary Kagura. And again, Rebo very powerful on this one. It's going to be EJ, the last remaining member here, to go for defense. He takes out Rebo. And man, it is just so good here for Brand Esports.
And that's a free kill for them right there.
Yeah, and I think that should be it. That wipeout going to signal the end for this game. Brand Esports run away with a win, 1-0 against Aether Main.
I honestly think that was a close game because if their death timers were 5 seconds lower, I think they were able to respawn. And as you can see, the last 2 members of Brand Esports right there, they were at 10-15% of their health left. They could have died.
They really could have. Like, again, that if you lose out one clash, it actually is going to be the difference maker in this 5v5. Right now, although, of course, Brand did control a majority of that game,